Let's talk power. Not just home runs. We're talking about the guys who made pitchers sweat before they even stepped in the box. The ones who turned fastballs into souvenirs and made hitting 400-foot bombs look effortless. But to really appreciate the greatest power hitters of all time, you've got to understand the numbers behind the madness. Let me break a few things down. SLG, or slugging percentage, tells you how many bases a player averages per at bat. Singles are nice, but extra base hits, that's where SLG shines. ISO, or isolated power, strips out the singles and shows you just how often a hitter delivers real damage. Doubles, triples, and most importantly, homers. And then there's OPS, on base plus slugging. It's a combo of how often you get on base and how much damage you do when you make contact. When we talk power, these stats give us the full picture. Not just how far the ball went, but how often it happened. So now that you've got the numbers, let's get to the monsters who broke baseball. At number 10, it's the machine, Albert Pujols. 703 home runs, a 545 slugging percentage, a 249 ISO, and a 930 OPS. And get this, he started his career with 10 straight seasons of 30 plus homers. That's not just dominance, that's a decade of destruction. Pujols had the raw strength and discipline to punish any pitch, and in his prime, he was basically Thanos with a bat. And at number 9, we have A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. Say what you want about the off-field stuff, A-Rod could straight up mash. He hit 696 career home runs with a 550 slugging percentage, 255 ISO, and a 930 OPS. He's one of the few guys who hit over 50 homers in a season multiple times, and he did it while playing shortstop and third base. That's video game level talent in real life. And coming in at 8, the Say Hey Kid Willie Mays. 660 home runs with a 557 slugging percentage, 256 ISO, and a 941 OPS. He wasn't just elite with the glove. The man brought thunder at the plate. Mays hit 40 plus homers 5 times and was the total package. Speed, defense, and serious pop. And at number 7, we have Double X, Jimmy Fox. Now here's a name your grandpa probably remembers. He hit 534 home runs, slugged .609, posted a 284 ISO, and had an OPS just north of 1.030. In 1933, he crushed 48 homers with a 683 SLG during an era where most guys were lucky to hit 10. Fox was doing Ruth level damage while barely getting modern recognition. And at number 6, we have the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. Ted Williams didn't just hit, he calculated. The man hit 521 homers, had a 634 slugging percentage, and a 290 ISO, and a jaw-dropping 1.116 OPS, all while missing nearly 5 full seasons for military service. He was a scientist in the batter's box. Nobody controlled the strike zone like Ted, and when he connected, lights out. And at number 5, we have Hammerin' Hank Aaron. 755 career home runs, and he did it quietly. He slugged .555 and had a 250 ISO and a 928 OPS. Hank never hit more than 47 homers in a season, but he hit 30 plus in 15 seasons. That's not just a fluke. That's sustained greatness. The man just kept showing up and crushing baseballs. And at number 4, we have Slammin' Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa brought swagger and he brought the boom. 609 homers, 539 SLG, around a 266 ISO, and an 878 OPS. Between 1998 and 2001, he averaged over 60 homers a year. Let that sink in. Whatever you think about the era, Sammy put on a show, and we loved every minute. And at number 3, we have Big Mac, Mark McGwire. Mark McGwire didn't hit baseballs, he launched missiles. 583 home runs, a 588 slugging percentage, an absurd 325 ISO, and a 982 OPS. He was built like a linebacker and swung like a sledgehammer. In 98 and 99, he hit 135 homers. That's just ridiculous. Big Mac was a walking fireworks display. And at number 2, Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT. Babe Ruth didn't just change the game, he became the game. 714 home runs, a 690 slugging percentage, still the highest ever, a 348 ISO, and a 1.164 OPS. He hit more home runs than entire teams in his prime. The Bambino made the long ball famous, and he still holds the crown in most power metrics nearly a century later. And who else at number 1 but Barry Bonds, the home run king. Barry Bonds is the most terrifying hitter in MLB history, period. 762 career homers, the most ever. He slugged .607 and had a 309 ISO and a 1.051 OPS. He hit 73 homers in 2001 alone, a record that might never be broken. Pitchers would rather walk him with the bases loaded than give him a chance. That's not power, that's fear, and no one else did it better. There you have it, the 10 greatest power hitters in MLB history. Whether it was raw strength, advanced stats, or jaw-dropping stretches of dominance, these guys rewrote the record books. Did I get it right? Who's your pick for the most dangerous bat in Major League Baseball history? Drop your takes in the comments, smack that like button harder than Mark McGwire hit fastballs, and subscribe for more Top 10 greatness.